I was walking over a footbridge across the Yarra one afternoon and looked down on the water, and there were all these ripples running across the surface of the water, and I just thought, oh, that would be perfect as a sort of motive to pixelate and incorporate into the brickwork. So I had a briefing meeting with the architects very early on and talked about their ideas for the building and how they saw the art treatment fitting in with what they were doing. And we discussed technicalities, we discussed concepts, we discussed philosophy about the building. So for me, it's about distilling the essence of all those things and bringing them together. However simple it is, I just felt its potency. So here it was, these organic ripples rolling across this very formal layout of bricks. And I loved that interplay between the informal and the formal, the organic and the ordered. If you get up close, this disappears. You can't see it, you can't read it. But you can experience it if you move past it. It creates a rhythm. And if you stand back and look at it on a grey day or a sunny day, you get an image which is a different thing. So it keeps shifting and changing in itself. You can't pin it down. Wyndham City, they were planning to have an open day, and if I'd like to come up with an idea for something to happen on that day, somewhere along the line I had this idea about paper boats floating on the wall. So I suggested to them a paper folding session, origami boats. One of the things that I was particularly interested in was I'd hoped to get people to talk about art and how they were making art at that very moment during the workshop. But in the end, it was so busy making the thing and doing it that it became seamless. The art and the event and the people were all one. So in a sense, the choreography of that experience for me was one of connecting with the place and with the community and letting the boats become what they needed to become. The figure moving in relation to the landscape is central to everything I do. And the landscape isn't a static thing either. So weather and vegetation and even traffic, whatever it is, things are happening in the landscape and human beings need to react to that stuff. For me now it's become much more about being out there and making the thing in public and engaging with people in public space. They're not isolated from what I do. They're integrated with what I do.